Howdy, I'm Prakaza and welcome to DevBox, where we take games and pick around their insides to see what makes them tick. Today, we'll be trying out a challenge run to push our current target to the limits of what is possible within the game systems. In our experiment for today, we're going to be taking a look at Dark Souls Remastered and asking the question, can you beat the game with only a single weapon? The claws. Now, for some players, you might be wondering, what the heck are claws anyway? And my answer to that is, basically knives, but they cost 30,000 souls to acquire and have a worse moveset. So this is going to be fun. To start, we've got to make a character, and I think I've got the perfect name for what we're attempting today. Hello Wolverine, and welcome to Not Exactly the X-Men. Here you can kill anyone you want. Sounds good, bub. Alright, with the name settled, we're going to start as a thief and take the Black Firebomb as our starting gift. This is because, unfortunately, there's no way to actually get the claws before leaving the undead asylum, which means we're going to have to kill the asylum demon by a different method. So I guess that answers the question. No, we cannot beat the entire game with only the claws. Bye, everybody! But seriously, the run officially starts at Firelink's Shrine, where we'll offer our ill-gotten souls to Lord Ran for cheating our way through the undead asylum, and now that we're all evened out and back to zero, we need to head out and get our primary weapon for the run. For those of you unaware, the claws aren't a drop, nor are they picked up anywhere around the world map. So to get them, we're going to need to find a specific merchant, one who can usually be best described as being deep into the standard playthrough of Dark Souls. Fortunately for us, we have the master key, since we picked the thief, which means we can sequence break all we want. But first, we're going to do a quick circle around Firelink's Shrine to pick up a few items, namely some souls, along with a set of homeward bones. Speaking of souls, wouldn't this be easier if we just went ahead and got the most we could get out of it? No cheesy exploits. Not for this run. We want to see if this is possible through legitimate means, which unfortunately means we'll need to pick up as many of these soul sources as possible, including a few on the way to our next destination. One at the bottom of the elevator to New Londo Ruins, one behind the gate to Blighttown, and one from the sleeping zombie dragon. Make sure not to wake him. Shh. Sleep well, sweet prince. I'll be back to kill you in a different run. I'll be picking up this bonfire to grab the red tearstone ring, but I'm not actually confident enough to use it often. So it's not the most necessary for the run. Still, it'll be useful once or twice, so I'll, pick it up later, I guess? Proc, where are you going? Proc, the ring, it's back. Okay, looks like we're headed out to the Grass Crest Shield. Early. Not going for the ring. Which we're also skipping. Fine. There's no need for this run. Our left hand will already be occupied. Instead, we're headed up to see a man about a key. Andre, how you been? How are the kids? No kids? Sorry to hear that. They died? Sorry to hear that. So, any chance you can give me a discount on the old Crest of Artorias? No? Sorry to hear that. Shit, I don't have a weapon to threaten him with. Alrighty then, I'll be back for you. Anyway, here's where the first real roadblock of the run comes in, before we even have our weapon. Great. I need 20,000 souls just for the Crest of Artorias, and that's only to get the opportunity to purchase our weapon of choice, which is going to cost even more. Now, I have been dutiful in picking up every soul I can get my hands on, but this still doesn't even get me to the necessary amount for the crest. So we're going to have to take an alternate route. Okay, back down into the Darkroot Basin we go. Slip through some trees, down the hill, and past the Hydra, not fight the Hydra, because again, we don't even have a weapon to attack with. Instead, we run past and start climbing the ladder. No worries, once we're high enough, there's no risk of the Hydra hitting us. However, getting up here does bring its own problems, and its own benefits. Namely, these cat bastards. The only enemies in Dark Souls 1 that I have never killed. Ever. Can't do it. Are they harder than any other enemy? I don't know. I fought them like 3 times, died each time, never came this way again, so this is unfamiliar territory for me, and I still don't have a weapon, which of course means running the fuck away! Alright, cats are gone, now we just gotta get past some mushrooms, pick up some drip for later, and then talk to another giant cat. Holy shit, no, wait, yes? Yes, this is Alvina, and she'll be the key to getting us our very own set of claws, because she will get us into the Forest Hunter Covenant. And now, we can meet Shiva. This beautiful man here and his ninja bodyguard has what we need, but not here. To get what we need, we have to take another trip, down below, again, Only this time, we're going down into the dark depths of depravity that is Blighttown. But that's fine. We're on Remastered and PS5, so no frame skips. We're a hop, skip, and a jump down to Shiva, have a little chat, and there it is. The claws. 2 of them to be precise, 1 for each hand. They only cost 5,000 souls each, so 10k altogether. Okay, a quick pop of all of the souls we've gathered up until this point, and boom, we've got plenty to pick up our weapon of choice today. The run can officially start after 2 hours of footage. That's only been like 5 minutes for you guys, right? Damn, this is a glacial pace run already, isn't it? Well, now that we've got our first weapon, we can check on its moveset. Let's see, it's got a 3-hit light combo, 2-hit heavy, a running attack, and then a dodge roll? What? So when you dodge an attack during the roll, you do another roll before the attack actually goes off. I chose this weapon. On my own. No wonder no one uses these damn things. Anyway, in the other hand, I can do a simple heavy attack. And a parry. Which, you know what? That's gonna have to be good enough. At least I know I can beat Gwyn. Parry God for the win, am I right? Not gonna be much for our first target though, the Tauros Demon. Now, I know what you must be thinking. Proc, you've got the Master Key and already unlocked the Andre Bonfire and went to Blighttown. Why not just skip straight to Gargoyles in Quelaag? And you, dear viewer, whose mouth I've stuffed with so many words, would be correct if this wasn't an all bosses run. Minus DLC, because I have no confidence in my ability to fight Artorias in my current level of Rust, let alone Manus. Plus, starting out with the lightweight Tauros Demon will give us an idea of what to expect from this build moving forward. Needless to say, after taking out the archers up top and dropping on the Tauros Demon's head, we're already most of the way through the fight. Now it's a war of attrition as we slash away at the Tauros Demon's shins. Wait, did that bleed? Oh yes. This is gonna be an easy run. Thank goodness. Alright, Tauros Demon down. No problem. So far, it feels like the damage on these isn't terrible, and the bleed is a decent bonus, as long as I can be aggressive enough to get the proc. No, not you, proc. Proc is in program brand of... You know what? I'm not explaining the term. It doesn't really make sense anymore these days anyway. Moving on from the Tauros Demon, our next step is to activate the Dragon Bridge and open the shortcut between Undead Parish and the Altar of Sunlight. Why? But I do it every time anyway. Still, this is going to give us the chance to start putting together our drip. Because if Dark Souls' character customization doesn't give me the options to give Wolverine his mutton chops, I can go for a plunging attack and get myself some pork chops. Well, with the drip acquired, it's time to head up and take on the Bell Gargoyles. But first, let's give our main claw a bit of an upgrade. With the souls we've collected and different items we've picked up until now, and the hollows we've been killing, we can afford to buy enough Titanite shards to reach +5 on the right claw, which is fine since the left is really only going to be a parry moving forward, so it doesn't much matter if it goes unupgraded. Clearly, Havel didn't mind being bitch slapped by virgin steel.
Why did that sound gross? Like, that sounded really weird, right?
Oh, and we also picked up the RTSR at some point. Again, not going to come in handy too often. Anyway, we're now headed up to free Lautrec for something I only wound up using in my practice run, but not in this final run. Damn it. And face off against the Gargoyles. Not the most difficult fight in any run. Second Gargoyle can mostly be ignored as long as you can keep them separated, since he tends to just stay back and breathe fire anyway. With a little aggression and a few flasks, the Gargoyles go down on the first try. But that's not the real challenge of this run now, is it? No, that comes next. As because we're not heading down to Quelaag just yet, because again, this isn't an any %, this is all bosses, minus DLC. Which means we have to go against the bane of my existence. The Capra Demon, the Caper Demon, the whatever his fucking name is demon and his dog bastards in Lower Undead Burg. But first, I need all the puppy lovers to look away. Look away, damn you! You don't want to see this! Honestly, I don't either. Fuck dogs in FromSoft games. Pet them and give them love in real life, but for the ones in these games, just straight kick them in the... Anyway, once the zombie canicide is completed, we need to rescue Griggs from his random room he got stuck in. Are we sure magic is mastered through intelligence? Well, he is still just an apprentice. Regardless, Griggs here is going to be largely instrumental to our success moving forward, thanks mostly to a single spell he sells. Although I will be buying 2, Magic Weapon and Fall Control. And we want to equip both of them, which means having 2 attunement slots. But that will come in handy later anyway, so we might as well pick it up now. Well, now that we've gone through Lower Undead Burg and come out the other side with some new magic, let's see how the Capra Demon handles it. Short answer, not well. Long answer, his dogs hate it too. Actual explanation, well, you all know the drill by now. Unless you've never made it through Dark Souls on your own, or watched any other videos that got through this part, run up these stairs, wait for the dogs, kill the dogs, drop down, solo Capra in his stupid fucking shoebox. Seriously, who's responsible for this arena design? You're probably the same motherfucker who gave Millennia the waterfowl dance, so I don't know whether to give you a hug or a kick in the nuts. Maybe both. Probably both. Probably repeatedly, until I'm escorted out of the building. Anyway, now that the Capra Demon is taken care of, we have access to a few things. Most importantly, we can get to the depths and start moving these claws into endgame territory. And yes, you heard that right. The second the depths are open, endgame weapons instantly become available. Don't know how? Well then, let me show you. First, we head through this door and start cutting through hollows until we find the butcher and her dogs. Claw down the dogs, same as last time, then move on to the butcher. For anyone who continues to struggle against these two, remember, their recoveries are long and their left hand is a grab. Only punish the blade and aggression will get you nabbed. Behind the butcher's table, we find the large ember. This will be the key to getting our build going strong. But first, we've got a few things to pick up on the way. And before that, we've got another good plunging attack to shit, never mind, I guess.
Damn it!
Whatever, not important. Let's head deeper. Kill the next butcher, free Laurentis and Homeward Bone out of there. We're done here for now. Back at Firelink, we can head to Andre and turn in that large ember in exchange for the ability to start leveling our gear to +10. But it does require some large Titanite shards to get there, and we clearly don't have enough. Nor do we have a way to buy them. Our boy Andre here only ever stocks the regular shards. And while there are some to pick up in Sen's Fortress, we aren't heading that way yet. Instead, we need to pick up a few more items before we can head down to our future grinding spot. That means we're headed back to the Undead Asylum. We'll fight some Black Knights, nothing we haven't gone up against before, just parry-got our way through them, as well as our old friend Oscar. And we've got what we came for, the Rusted Iron Ring, a simple ring with a simple effect. This will now give us access to a farming location down in Blighttown. But first, let's go ahead and kill the Stray Demon, since we'll need his drop. He's weak to bleed, so it shouldn't be too hard. Oh god, that damage. Yeah, maybe we'll come back in a bit. I'm sure I could beat my head against this wall, but we've got other fish to fry first. Those fish in this case are actually slugs. See, down here in Blighttown, we can find some slugs reaching around in the muck, and we're going to kill them repeatedly for the super common drop of green Titanite shards. No, we want more green Titanite. Did these guys even drop the... There it is! Large Titanite shards. Alright. So, a moderate amount of time later, and we've got our 9 Titanite shards. Which means we can now get our claws up to +10, and boy, is the damage looking good now. But it can be better. Much better. In that case, we need to head down again, but not as far. No, now we're heading to New Londo Ruins. Run and roll past a few ghosts. Don't worry, they'll eventually let you through. They're dead, not rude. Up this ladder, which does not require clearing out the room in front of it, and commit a sin or two. For what we need here, we've got to drain the ruins. And doing that usually requires getting the key to the seal as a reward from Ingrid by presenting him the Lord Vessel. Only problem is, I don't have that yet. But what I do have is claws. So I've got a different way to get that key. One murder later, and we can drain the ruins and go collect the first of our prizes. That's right, we're here for 2 things. First is the very large ember. Similar to the large, this will allow us to upgrade the claws up to +15. For that, however, we need the second thing we're looking for, a handful of Titanite chunks, which can be found in a few chests and looted off of the bodies of the Dark Wraiths that can be found down here. So, another egregious grind session later, And we've got ourselves a set of claws plus 14. Wait, 14, not 15? Oh, right. Well then, I guess it's time we tested out these newly upgraded weapons and pick up the last upgrade material all at once. Back to the Stray Demon, who goes down with ease now that I've gone ahead and upgraded my claws and given them a quick enchantment. With the Titanite slab the Stray Demon drops, I can finish upgrading my claws and apparently earn a trophy I've never gotten in the remaster. Neat. And guess what? We're still not done with the build. There's still one thing to get. Back down to Blighttown one more time. It's a quick trip, though. Down some ladders and up some others and around this corner and that corner and, well, I'm at the front of the thing, but how do I get behind it again? I don't know. I never use this thing in my casual playthroughs or my speedruns. Whatever. I'll just kill it from here. Well, shit. Okay. Back up another ladder I didn't see before, and boom, giant bug thing is dead, and I've got power within. The build is officially halfway there. Oh yeah, we're not done. But we can start clearing a few more areas now. First is the depths, where we're going to let ourselves get invaded by Kirk, so we can kill him for an item we won't use for this run. Although, a Kirk build might be fun in the future. Note for later. Anyway, with Kirk dead, we can kill the Channeler and head down to fight the Gaping Dragon. Why do they call him that again? Oh god, kill it with fire! Or claws. Whatever works really, as long as it's dead. And it's dead. Which means we're finally ready to head back down into Blighttown for almost the final time. Almost. And this run really has us coming down here a lot, huh? Probably could have streamlined that a bit. Maybe the next run, we'll see. Regardless, we head back down to Blighttown, and it's finally time to take on Quelaag. I get stuck in her legs for one of her blast attacks, which I didn't even know was possible, but overall, she's not too tough. The real problem is the range, but hitting her in the legs is as effective as hitting the rest of her body, so as long as I'm careful about not getting hit by her AoEs or her stomp, Quelaag goes down easy. And with that, the second bell is ready to be rung. My weapon is already pretty strong now, so I don't have much else to do as I head back up to Firelink, on to Sen's Fortress, and up through to face off against the Iron Golem. He proves to be a bit of a pill, refusing to get knocked off the bridge, and throwing me off more than once. Whatever. Maybe he'll fall down now? Now? Oh, for fuck's sake, now? You're a hit from... No. Don't get mad. He's not worth it. Just go pick up the weird light ring he left in his... What the... Get off! Get it off! Nope! Bad touch! Bad touch! Okay... Moving on. Which means... heading past a couple giants, meeting one of the inspirations for this video, and down the spirally elevator. At least there's nothing at the bottom of this that could come close to killing me. See? A thing that could even come close. Now we head over a banister and knock over a lamp to prepare to upgrade our build one more time, because again, we're not done. Wolverine's still cooking, and you better let him cook, bub. Down the other elevator, we kill the next gargoyle, still not even remotely a problem. Honestly, are these claws really as bad as I made them seem at the start of the run? Or was this a hidden easy mode? At this rate, I'll be getting through ONS without breaking a sweat. But first, I have to make it to them, which means parry-gotting my way through the Silver Knights, and there we are. I'm sorry, did I blink? We're already here? Damn, they just don't build lordly manners like they used to. Back in the day, this was a whole day's worth of gaming. Now, less than an hour. Most of that time was spent admiring the paintings. Look at those strokes. The brush strokes, not the I wasn't. So, ONS, huh? Good old Ornstein and Smaug. Smough. Hammerman. What did I call them back in the day? Yes, the make-or-break obstacle of Dark Souls. And in my practice run, this was the break. Turns out, Divine and Lightning Claws aren't exactly the best options for these two. But I've learned. I've prepared. Now I know. I call on the power within and enchant with greater magic weapon, and Smaug goes down without even so much as a fight. Now for Super Ornstein. He shouldn't be too tough, as long as I can hit him. Hit him. No, god damn it. Hit him, and here we have it. The main issue that comes with the claws. No matter how strong I've made them, their reach is terrible. They won't extend very far forward, nor do their attacks have a wide swing. Nope, it's a short swipe centered right in front of Wolverine here, which means with Ornstein's wide stance, I can't hit him while locked on. I can free aim him in the legs sometimes, but my aggression is just going to leave me too vulnerable for too long for this many misses to work out. So let's regroup, reassess the situation, and kill little Ornstein first this time. Smough, how's your hitbox? Hurtbox? Much better. I can work with this. And I do. Smough goes down without further issue. Too easy, trash boss, try again from soft, and ignore my deaths. Anyway, time for us to admire another painting, although weird that this one talks and even gives me stuff. Crazy, it's almost like this is an NPC, but it just doesn't fit with the rest of the Dark Souls aesthetic, so it couldn't possibly be. Maybe this was a holdover they got from Bandai when they were developing Code Vein and Miyazaki just kept her for the big feat. Might as well kill... Nope, can't kill her. Well, there goes the easy Gwendolyn kill, but I guess they can wait for later anyway. No way I'll forget them though, right? Definitely not. Well, now that we've got this Lord Vessel from Booby Lady, we have access to a few things. First is the ability to warp, which would have been useful like 6 hours ago. And second is we can now place the Lord Vessel and head into the second half of the game, which to start will have us heading back into Blighttown for the final time. Because now we aren't just heading to Blighttown, but also to the down below in the dark, where the demons lurk in the shadows, or in the bright fucking light. Why is it so bright? Maybe this guy knows. Or maybe his sister. Ooh, nice strip, huh? Wait, I didn't mean anything by that. I'm... Shit. Run. Hit him? I don't know. Yeah, take that. And don't come back. I totally had that under control. Definitely. Okay. Further into the deep, with less lava thanks to Ceaseless's fall. We're about to get invaded again. Y'all remember Kirk, right? Well, he doesn't seem to remember us, because he swings wildly again and goes down as easily as before. Try harder next time, buddy. Speaking of trying harder, we've got the Asylum Demon 3.0. This time, spicy flavored. Just stay behind him too, and he crumbles like the others. Seriously, who keeps saying that Dark Souls is hard? When is it supposed to get hard? I thought this weapon was supposed to suck. Well, the Centipede Demon might be when Dark Souls starts to get a little more difficult. Without any kind of range, we have to wait for him to come to us. And that doesn't appear to be happening anytime soon. Centipede Demon is more than willing to do its little jump attack over and over again, keeping itself at range. So let's skip over to the open space and see if we can't get a better shot at getting some attacks in. Still doing the jump and lunge, but at least the demon seems to be heading my way. And once it's in range, time for murder mode! Give 'em hell, Wolverine. On it, bub. And that's a first try Centipede Demon. Took a few more flasks than I'd prefer, but a dub's a dub. So I'll take it and move on. Into even more blinding light. Oh god, why? Nah, I'm kidding. I have light sensitive eyes, and this isn't even too bad for me. Just kind of weird and definitely didn't benefit from the brighter particle effects of the remaster. Regardless, it's time to head through the zombie dragon legs. Yep, this is where all the dead dragons fell down into after Gwyn rose to power. Or more likely, they probably just died down here. Gwyn built Lordran over their corpses, and then the sludge leaking down through the depths in Blighttown down into these ruins likely corrupted the remnants of the dragons that had been left down here. But what do I know? I'm no lore master. I'm just here to kill stuff. And we've got plenty more stuff to kill. Like the Witch of Izalith and her boy toy, Kirk, for our last encounter. Go ahead, Kirk. Try and hit me. See how that works for... Oh, you? I can recover from... Nope. You know what? I guess that's what I get. I told him to get good, and he did. Once. Kirk doesn't get the same kind of luck a second time. And a quick prayer to the parry gods puts him in his place again. Which is to say, on the ground, dying at my feet. As easy as my next target, the Bed of Chaos, who goes down in 1, 2, 3. Wait. Why are you showing that footage? Hey, stop. No, stop. Okay, I died once or twice, or a little more than twice. All right. That's enough of that. Moving on. By the way, if you wait here, you can avoid the sweeping hand and get past before the attack resets. Just watch out for the fire stabbies. All right. With the Bed of Chaos finally dead, it's time to pick up the final update to this build. Kirk's armor, which as some of you may know, improves the damage of claw and fist weapons, as in the claws, as in our weapons right now. Just head over to the Daughter of Chaos, and boom, we've got exactly what we need sitting in the corner. Next up is Seath the Scaleless, which can help us finalize our build as long as the big hat guy has properly moved on. You gone? Yeah? Alright, heading out to the Duke's Archives. Come on, Seath, time for you to go down like the rest. Now, get over here. Come on, let me hit you. Fine, be that way. I'll come back. You can't kill Wolverine for good. But you can lock me in a cage. Damn. Well, fortunately, this isn't a bow or crossbow, so let me go ahead and reach through the bars and pick the key off this snake man. After killing him, I guess. Worst prison guard ever. Well, maybe second, or like 100th worst if you count all the, demonetization detected, release the hentai monsters. Man, I don't even like tentacles. Mostly. Out of my way, bubs. Wait, was that me or Logan? Not me, bub. Oh, God, the Wolverine is spreading. I need to end this run quick. Hurry! Kill the slimy boys, or girls, I don't actually know. Then the snakes, grab a few keys, sit at a bonfire like an idiot, kill more hentai monsters because you sat at the damn bonfire, free the big hat Logan, and pick up the spare Firekeeper soul. And boom, we're ready for Seath. But first, we have something to buy from the Magic Man. That's right, Crystal Magic Weapon, the strongest version of our claw enhancement. Now, to equip it and test it out. What? What do you mean I don't meet the requirements? 25 intelligence, but I've only got 15. Unless, yes, more intelligence. I'll be the smartest Wolverine to ever. No, are you kidding? No, that's going for a more even distribution. Yeah, the increase from Great to Crystal Magic Weapon is in no way worth 10 levels. Especially not this late into the game. So I guess we finalized the build a little while ago. Neat. Oh yeah, and Seath went down easy enough. Just quit out the first time you fight him to avoid the clams coming into the boss room and challenge him again. As a bonus, if you make him break his own crystal, you can get just enough time to cut his tail. Or not. Guess we don't have the damage. He is strong against magic damage, so some of our boosts aren't really giving us as much of a bonus. Well, this isn't a Moonlight Greatsword build anyway. Soon, my lovely. Someday I will come back for you. Earlier than anyone ever expects. Man, the ideas for these videos just make themselves, don't they? Now, let's see if I actually follow through and keep making them. And if you don't like that I quit out, just imagine I died and had to run back again. Like the stupid 2-minute run back for the Bed of Chaos I already had to do a dozen times. This isn't a no-hit run, so that's really little more than a time save. And this video was taking long enough to make as it is. Sorry if that invalidates the run for y'all. Regardless, for everyone else, we've still got 2 names to check off the list, and 1 boss standing between each of them. We'll go for the 4 kings first, since our damage is about as high as it's going to get, and now seems as good a time as any to see if we can make it through the DPS check. But before that, we've got to see Sif and ask for her to kindly give us the Covenant of Artorias. So we don't die on our way into the dark abyss. A few pets and the good girl gives up the goods. Don't cry, damn you. Back down in New Londo, it's time to finish what we started before facing off against Quelaag.
It was seriously that long ago? Man, this is a weird run.
Anyway, a hop, skip, and a jump past some dark wraiths. I'll be back to grind you again in the next run. And we're down in the abyss. One of the strangest boss arenas I've ever seen. Crazy. Equipped with some heavy armor, turning our pants into a matching set, the 4 kings hardly stand a chance. In fact, our damage is so on point that the 4 kings becomes the 3 kings, since I'm able to aggression my way through the rest of their health bars as each king dies. And that's par for the course, honestly. Dropping down into the catacombs is the same deal. Pinwheel does just pinwheel things and fucking dies. Then Nito, who I thought would be a bigger challenge due to his skeletons, goes down like all the others. I will say, Nito did highlight the range problem of the claws again, with attacks from behind getting lost in his cloak. But the first of the dead becomes the last to die at my hand. Now on to Gwyn. Drop some souls in the punch bowl, and we get access to the kiln of the first flame, where Gwyn awaits us. All that remains is to parry our way to the lord of this land and... What? I forgot Gwendolyn? Shit. And Priscilla? Shit. And the Moonlight Butterfly? It's okay. I can fix this. Just head over here and yeah. There we go. Loose ends tied, folks died, time for some deicide. And how can you kill a god, you ask? What a grand and intoxicating innocence, you say? How might I be so naive, you wonder? Simple. Become a god. A peri-god. And ascend higher than the pantheon that beckoned you to life in the first place. So, will I take Gwyn's place? Become the new Lord of Cinder? No. There is still work to be done. There is still dark to be spread across this land. There are still more who need to fall to my claws. And that's a story for next time. See you soon.